Welcome to the Republic of Me. My name is Ivana, and this is a channel where I share my creative journey and some parts of my life living on an island in the Mediterranean. Hi, I've noticed that we had a few people join the channel, so I want to welcome you. My name is Ivana, and I started off December thinking that I'm going to be recording every couple of days as a slow kind of vlogmas, not a daily vlog. But I haven't been well, so it's been 10 days since I recorded a video. And I know that 10 days is really not a long time, but in Vlogmas years, this is like eternity. Sorry. And I haven't been well. I'm suffering from migraines and severe migraines. And I've been suffering from them since I was 18, and I'm going to be 43 next week. So sometimes they're bearable and they last only 2 to 3 days. But something happened this summer that medicines don't help anymore. And my migraines kind of became order of magnitude stronger. And meds don't help anymore. And I do take some really strong medication when I have migraines. Like, for example, one of the pills that I take, there is only 3 pills in the box. So they're quite strong medicines. But since summer, none of them help. And a couple of months ago, my husband Mario, he took me to emergency room. And this is one of the rare times that I ended up in the emergency room, because normally I can handle them at home. So they gave me injection, and one time even the injection didn't help, and they had to put me on a drip. But one time they gave me an injection, another time that I went to the ER, they gave me an injection and they put me on oxygen, and that did help. So now we've got like an oxygen machine at home, so I can put that in and hope that that alleviates the pain. So when all the Christmas holidays pass, we're gonna have to go to neurologist, and this is what I've been suggested when we went to the emergency room. But the reason why I've been so complacent is because I had them for so long, I mean since I was 18, that it's kind of something that I live with and that I got used to. But it does take a lot of time out of your life, because when I have them, I can't move. The lights have to be down, the sounds have to be down, my vision is impaired, I vomit. Anyway, I don't want to go into that more. But that's the reason why I haven't been recording for the past 10 days. So we'll just continue with normal videos as we normally do. And so welcome. So a few months ago, I bought another spinning wheel. And even though I'm very happy with my Ashford Kiwi, and I really enjoyed this rhythmical play of treadling, but I was really intrigued and wanted to try an e-spinner. So I got an Ashford e-spinner 3, and although I had it for a bit, I only spun a few skeins, and I'm still learning the machine. From what I can tell, it's a very different, well, not very different, but it's a different experience to my treadle wheel. I do, however, enjoy being able to stand a bit further away from it, and this gentle movement that I get swaying with my whole body back and front. And that is only because while I was using the spinner, I've been standing, and I would put it on my kitchen island, and I was standing and being able to stand further away from it. And I know the possibilities are endless. Like, for example, the e-spinner has a much larger bobbin than my treadle wheel. And I know that some people, like lovely Angela from Yarn and Yarns YouTube channel, she swears by it when it comes down to plying. Now, talking about plying, plying has never been my favorite part of the spinning process. And in fact, I really like single ply yarns, and I like knitting with them, whether it's just with a single strand or holding it together with another strand of yarn, whether it's my hand spun or commercial. One thing that I have never tried is holding a strand of my single ply yarn together with mohair. And I know that that is very popular to knit with one strand of normal yarn and one strand of mohair. I know that that is a very popular aesthetic and feel with many knitters. In fact, Kia from Kia Spot Podar, she just recently knitted a jumper holding one strand of her hand spun and one strand of mohair. And it turned out beautiful, really such a beautiful jumper. And if I'll try to link the episode where she shows her jumper. I'll try to link it down in the description. And I already have some more mohair that I got. It's undyed. However, it's a DK weight, so it's a bit thicker in order to hold it with another strand of yarn. Not because of the DK thickness, but DK plus being mohair, the needles that would need to be used in order to be knitted up would need to be quite large, because that mohair would just fill up all the gaps and it makes the yarn thicker. So maybe that one I will save for blankets. But I did order from, I think it was Drops. Yes, Drops. Drops yarn. I got it from Wool Warehouse in UK. This one is not mohair, but it's the same type of feel, that kind of soft yarn that you just feel is giving you a hug. It's silk and alpaca, baby alpaca, and I ordered quite a few of those colors. Some of them came, and I'm still waiting for some more, actually a lot more. So I'm looking forward to work with those yarns, and I think that what kind of made me want to explore that part a bit more is this jumper that I knitted recently. Okay, this is not mohair, and it's just one strand of commercial yarn. This yarn is actually, I have the label here. It's Mondial Natural, and it's 65% cotton and 35% alpaca. I don't know, maybe you can see the label. So I bought this yarn in a local yarn shop, and I think we only have two in my town. But I bought this yarn in the local yarn shop, and it's really beautiful. It's made like this chain construction. I have a bit left. I used a bit over 300 grams for this jumper that I made. So this is like a chain construction, which I believe, well, not chain, it's like a tube, which I think the tube is cotton, but then the alpaca is blown through it, and it just gives it this very, very pretty and soft feel. It's like DK, maybe a bit heavier than DK weight of yarn. Now I used 4mm needles to make this jumper. It's a raglan jumper, and the collar that I made, I started off with a collar. I didn't pick up the stitches and then knit the collar afterwards. I started off with the collar, which I think it was a mistake because it's kind of collapsing on it, even though it looks beautiful, but it's kind of collapsing on itself from time to time. So maybe it would have been better if I just knitted the jumper first and then picked up the collar and then worked it and reworked it, finding how tight I would like it or not, because I think I would prefer it if the pola was a bit tighter. I could cut it off and then pick up the stitches and knit more, but for now I'm going to leave it. And the collar is done in fisherman's rib, and it gives a really pretty texture, but I would like it to be a bit more sturdy. So I used 4mm needles for this jumper. I could have gone to 4.5. I think it would still give a lovely fabric, and I really like how the fabric came out, but I did find that the cotton content in the yarn made the yarn not as stretchy. So 4mm needles, I would have liked it to be a bit more stretchy. So I think if I ever knit with it again, 4.5mm needles would be the choice. But having knitted this, and I finished it last month, so the sleeves are these kind of like 3/4 sleeves, and it's a simple raglan. It just feels like you're wearing a hug. And whether it's winter days or whatever winter in Cyprus is, but it made me want to explore more with these kind of softer yarns, still working with my hand spun, but holding a strand of another one, whether it's mohair or alpaca. So that's still to come. We'll see. I'm finishing at the moment my father's jumper that I'm knitting for him for Christmas, and actually it's more for the new year because I'm Serbian and we go with the Julian calendar. So our Christmas is in January. It's on the 6th of January. So we don't really celebrate the 6th of January, but we don't really celebrate 25th either. I do with Mario and the kids because it's Mario's tradition. But for my parents, the custom in our family was always to give the gifts for the New Year's Eve. So after midnight, this is when the year turns, this is when we would open the gifts. So I still have about a week to finish it, and I have one sleeve left. Maybe in the next video I'll show more about it, more of that jumper.
Gaze upon the sky, Christmas on my mind, somewhere from a place up high above. There's a song of love traveling afar, seeking us to warm up every heart, to be our light into the night. Bless us with a moment of serenity. Let it come to bloom, joyful Christmas news. Hope will find its way to you.
Because I'm probably not going to see you before Christmas, I want to wish you, if you celebrate and even if you don't, all the blessings in this world and a very cozy and calm and beautiful and joy-filled time of the year. So I hope you're well, and I will see you soon. Thank you. Bye for now.
Christmas on my mind, somewhere from a place up high above. There's a special star